Hi, welcome to all of you. In this particular video, I am going to explain really important concept of linear regression, which is nothing but a stochastic gradient descent algorithm. So before going to this particular algorithm, let's recap some of the basic fundamental concept of error function. So we have this error function, which is nothing but EW half summation of n equal to 1 to n W0 plus W1 xn minus yn whole square. So this is the actual error function or loss function. So how we have derived this one, just recap it. So we have a data point. Let's suppose we have advertisement and sales. We put some advertisement, some money in advertisement, let's suppose 10 rupees or $10, and then we are getting 400 sales. When we are putting 20, we are getting 600 sales. When we are putting, let's suppose 50 in advertisement, we are getting 900. Similarly, we have end data point given to us, and that will be the historic data point recorded by someone. And now someone is asking to predict if we are putting, let's suppose, $90 in advertisement, what is the sales. So we have to find a linear regression model which will predict by learning from this particular training data. So what is the actual meaning of this? So what is this? So if you plot this one, so when we are putting 10, 20 and 50, so it is 400, 600 and then 900. So when we are putting 10, it is 420, 600 and then 50, it is 900. So this is the actual data point which is given to us, and this is x1, this is y1, this data point is x2, this is y2, similarly it's x3, this is y3, and then we will have xn and yn. That's why we are starting from n to 1 to n, and this is the regression model which we had to find out, y equal to w0 plus w1 xn. So this is the line, some lines are there, this w0 and w1 we have to find out the optimal w0 w1 which minimizes our error. So what is the error actually? Let's suppose we are taking y equal to 400 plus 6x. So this is the line, w0 is 400 and 6 is w1, and this line is nothing but, let's suppose, this one. This is the linear regression model which we have build up, and this is the line which will predict for our future cells. So now if you see here, when we are putting 10, actually it is saying 400, but the predicted model is saying that you will get this number. Let's suppose this is 500. So there is a error between these two. Here also you can see some errors are there, here also some errors are there. So how to calculate these some errors? So the predicted value is nothing but this one, which you can say the y cap. When you are putting, let's suppose, in place of x10, it will give you some value here, and which value would be this particular point. So the predicted one is y cap, and the actual one is what? This y1. Y1 is nothing but 400. Similarly, for the second data point, the predicted one would be y1 cap. This will be y2 cap minus y2. Similarly, it will be like yn cap minus yn. So this is the first data point error, this is the second data point error, this is the third data point error. And when we say sum of squares of error, so this is the first error, second error, third error. So when we are saying sum of squares of error, so first of all square it all of them, and the sum of squares of error is means then sum it all of them. So this will be the sum of squares of error. And in place of y cap, we can, when you more generalize it, we can write it w0 plus w1 x1 minus y1 whole square. Similarly for y2, w0 plus w1 x2 minus y2 whole square dash dash dash, same thing for yn, and if you all are in sum until nth data points, that's why we are giving n equal to 1 to n, and this one, and we are putting half, that we have already explained earlier why we are putting half. So when you will differentiate this one, x power n, so x power n is nothing but n x n minus 1, so here it is 2, so it will come 2 if you consider this is x, so 2x 2 minus 1, so this 2 and 2 would be cancelled, and then we will get this one. So that is not our intention to explain here. Now let's go, I hope you would have understood it, what is this error function. So now let's go to the gradient descent algorithm, and then we'll go to stochastic gradient algorithm. So now you can see here, so if you can see here, the gradient descent algorithm, and this one I have already explained to you earlier what is this gradient descent algorithm. So let's try to understand what is this gradient descent algorithm. So you can see this particular graph, and this is the error function, and our intention here is that we have to find out this W0 and W1, optimal W0 and W1, which minimizes our error, and that W0 W1 will be our linear regression model to predict our cells. And these data points are given to us, x1 y1 x2 y2 and xn y1. This is the historic data point given to us already. So what it is saying that, and this error function is a convex function, we have already proved it. So this is the convex function, and convex function will look like this one, and since it is a convex function, then we will definitely have a global minima at this particular point, and our intention is to find out this particular point corresponding W0 and W1. So this is, let's suppose, W0, this is W1, and this is z-axis, which is nothing but our loss or error. So for each and every W0 W1, for each tuple of W0 W1, we will be having some loss. So among this loss, we want to find out this minimum loss which will give. So let's suppose this is the W0 W1, and this is W0. So this particular W0 and W1 we want to find out. How to find out this W0 W1? So this, what it is saying, that initialize W0 and W1 first point. So initialize it, take any point. Let's suppose I am taking here, you can take anywhere, here, here or here. I am taking from here, and this is our W01 and W1 1. So this is our point. K equal to 1 started. Repeat until convergence. So what is this meaning of convergence? So what is this meaning of actually convergence? So convergence is like we have a error which is nothing but W0k comma W1k minus error W0k plus 1, this is k plus 1, and W1 k plus 1. So if you take this error W0 and W1 at kth point, and error on W0 W1 k plus 1, it should be less than epsilon, and this epsilon is nothing but a sufficiently a small number, which is epsilon greater than 0, so it is tending towards 0. So it is sufficiently a small number, and when you subtract these two subsequent error, uh, and if you, that particular subsequent error, if you subtract it and that is less than epsilon, that is sufficiently a small number tending towards 0, then we can say that our the gradient descent algorithm has converged it. That means it has reached to this particular point. If you see this graph, it has reached to here. So now what we have to do, initialize, take the first point, which anything you can take. I have taken this one. Repeat until convergence. I have explained what is this convergence. And now what you do, we have to take next point, which is nothing but W0k plus 1, okay, and W1k plus 1, next point. So W0k plus 1 can be found out W0k minus eta partial derivative of error function in with respect to W0, and then this is the error function. We are differentiating, doing the partial derivative with respect to w0 to find out the next w0, which is nothing but w0 k plus 1. So if you do that one on the point w0 k and w1 k, so we have to do the partial derivative with respect to w0 on point this one, w0 k and w1 k. So if you want to find out the k plus 1 step, you have to do the partial derivative just before point, which is nothing but a k. So once you do this one, you will be getting this one, w0 k minus eta summation of n equal to 1 to n w0 k plus w1 kxn minus yn, which I have already explained it. If you do the partial derivative of this error function, you will get this one. If you do not know, you just watch my previous video, you will understand it. And similarly, if you want to find out the w1 k plus 1, you just take it w1 k, the previous point, minus eta and the partial derivative of this error function with respect to w1, and then you will get it this one. So we got it the next point and next point w0 w1. So we started from w0 1 and w1 1. Now we have to find out this w0 2 and w1 2. Similarly 3 3 4 4. And the most important thing here is that this is nothing but it will give you loss for this particular, let's suppose w01 w11. So there is some point, this is the point. If you go for w02 and w12, you will come somewhere, let's suppose here. So the loss of this one would be lesser than this. That means w02 w12 would be less than w01 and w11. So the loss would be less than for the next step. And then you just repeat this process and you will converge to that particular point. And then finally you can return this w0 w1, which has the minimum value and which is nothing but a stationary point for this gradient descent. So one point to be noted here, what we are doing for this gradient descent, let's suppose if you have a 10,000 data point and we are doing the sum of squares of error for each and every step until it converges. So the overhead and the computation time is very high, because for doing the partial derivative of first finding the w0 and w1, we are doing the sum of squares of error for all 10,000 data point. And this particular computation problem has been solved in stochastic gradient descent algorithm. So let's see this stochastic gradient descent algorithm. So this is the stochastic gradient descent algorithm. So what here we are doing is, here we are randomly shuffling the data set. The data set which we have a 10,000 data set, maybe 50,000, 60,000, anything can be a data set. It is given to you. So you have to randomly shuffle the data set, and then here also initialize first point w0 and w1. You take it from here. In this graph you can see, you start from here, and I am saying that this is w01 and w11. So this is the first point. Now we have to find out the point here, 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 so that it will reach to our minimum point, that w0 and w1. So it is starting from k equal to 1, repeat until convergence. So convergence I have already said to you. So if you have a w0 k plus 1, w1 k plus 1 minus w0 k and w1 k, it should be smaller than epsilon, and then epsilon is greater than 0 or tending towards 0. So it is sufficiently a small, epsilon is sufficiently a small number which is tending towards 0. So when the difference between the next step k plus 1th point and the kth point is very small, sufficiently very small, then we can say that the stochastic gradient descent has converged, and let's stop it. So now let's see, it is starting from k equal to 1. We have taken the first point. We are iterating this one from n equal to 1 to nth point. So here the difference is, the only difference here is that from the typical gradient descent algorithm is, instead of finding the gradient of sum of squares of all terms, so if you see here, I am not doing the summation here. consider here, I'm not doing summation here. In the gradient descent algorithm, we were doing the summation and we were finding the sum of squares of errors for all the data point which is given to us. But here what we are doing, we are taking squares of error for the first point, then second point. This is the first point, this is second point, this is third point. So let's suppose this is x1, this is y1, this one x2, this one y2. Similarly, we have xn, yn. In gradient descent algorithm, we were doing at one step sum of squares of error, partial derivative of sum of squares of error for all the data point. Here you can see we are doing the partial derivative of, to find out the w0 k plus 1, we are doing partial derivative of this error function with respect to w0. But if you see, this error function is not sum of squares of error for all the data point, it is just a square of error for first data point, which is nothing but n equal to 1. So when n equal to 1, so first data point. And then similarly we are finding out w1 similar manner, and then we are k equal to k plus 1, and it will repeat until it converges, like the previous w0 w1 minus next w0 w1 is less than epsilon, and epsilon is greater than 0, but it is sufficiently small and tending towards 0. Then we can say that stop over there, and this stochastic gradient descent algorithm has converged. If it is not converging, then maximum of 9 to 10 step this, but if you repeat the same step, it will converge it, and it will give you w0 and w1, which would be the optimal one. And then we can find out which is nothing but w0 plus w1 x, which would be the linear regression model for the given data set, which can predict it. So the point to be noted in this stochastic gradient descent algorithm in the and the gradient descent algorithm, the difference here is that the sum of, I am just repeating again because this is most important point, you have to understand it. You can see here in gradient descent algorithm, we are doing summation here and partial derivative of all the data point, and the sum of squares of error is there. So we are doing the partial derivative of all the data point at one go to find out the w0. But if you go to stochastic gradient descent algorithm, here what we are doing, we are just doing yn minus w0 plus w1 xn. There is no summation here given. So you can see this is for first data point only. So if you have any, so it will do for first data point, second data point, third data point, fourth data point. So the computation is very less here. So if you have any question, please put it in comment box. I will try to answer as much as possible. Thank you for now.